Buckle up and get ready for the moment that shattered late-night television's polished facade. When country music royalty, Reba McEntire, stepped onto The Tonight Show stage, nobody expected the interview would end with chairs pushed back, microphones dropped, and a legendary walk-off that would set the internet on fire. This is the uncensored story of how a friendly chat exploded into must-see television. The iconic Studio 6B buzzing with anticipation. Jimmy Fallon, the king of late-night fun, is all smiles as he introduces his guest. Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Reba McEntire. The applause is thunderous as Reba glides on stage, radiant in a deep burgundy gown, her smile warm and genuine. She settles into the guest chair, looking every bit the beloved superstar everyone adores. The interview begins like any other. Jimmy gushes about her new album. It's pure magic, Reba. Tell us about the inspiration behind these songs. Reba leans in, her eyes sparkling. It's about authentic storytelling, Jimmy. Real emotions. I think we've lost some of that genuine connection in entertainment today. The exchange is smooth, professional, exactly what you'd expect from two veterans at the top of their game. But then the tone shifts. Almost imperceptibly at first. Speaking of authenticity, Jimmy says, his smile not quite reaching his eyes. There's been a lot of conversation online about country artists and their political views. How does that affect your relationship with fans? Reba's warm expression cools slightly. Music should bring people together, Jimmy, not divide them. My fans are smart enough to form their own opinions. Jimmy presses further. But with a platform as large as yours, don't you feel a responsibility to speak out on important issues? Climate change, social justice. Yet the air in the studio grows thick. Reba's posture straightens. I respect my fans too much to push my personal agenda on them. They come to my shows to escape the noise. What happens next changes everything. Jimmy leans back with a dismissive shrug. I just find it interesting that someone with your influence chooses to stay neutral. Some might call that a privilege. The word privilege hangs in the air like a challenge. Reba's eyes narrow. I need you to stop right there, Jimmy. That's not a question. That's an accusation. The audience shifts uncomfortably as Jimmy tries to backtrack. I think you're misunderstanding me. But Reba cuts him off, her voice gaining strength. No, I understand perfectly. You invited me here to talk about music, but you're trying to bait me into a political argument. Jimmy's smile turns defensive. These are legitimate questions. If you can't handle tough questions, maybe you shouldn't be doing interviews. The studio falls into stunned silence. Reba's expression transforms from anger to something more profound. Disappointment mixed with unwavering dignity. She slowly removes her microphone, the soft rustle echoing in the quiet room. You wanted a headline, Jimmy? She says, her voice calm but carrying through the studio. Here's your headline. She stands gracefully, placing the microphone carefully on the chair. Without another word, she turns and begins walking off the stage, her burgundy gown flowing behind her like a royal cape. Jimmy stares, mouth slightly agape, as she disappears into the wings. The audience sits in shocked silence, some with hands over their mouths, others exchanging bewildered glances. Jimmy is left alone on stage, scrambling to recover. We'll be right back after this, he stammers, clearly shaken, but the damage is done. The image of Reba McEntire walking away from what was supposed to be a lighthearted interview has already been burned into the minds of everyone watching. As the show cuts to commercial, the camera catches one last shot of the empty guest chair, the abandoned microphone serving as a silent testament to the boundaries that had been crossed. It's a powerful reminder that even in the world of entertainment, there are lines that shouldn't be crossed, and some legends won't hesitate to walk away. When those lines are violated, the aftermath was immediate and explosive. Social media erupted within minutes with clips of the walk-off going viral. Fans and celebrities alike weighed in, creating a national conversation about interview ethics, artistic boundaries, and the respect owed to entertainment icons. But the most powerful statement had already been made, not in words, but in that silent, dignified exit that spoke volumes about self-respect and professional boundaries. So, who do you think was right? Was Jimmy out of line with his questioning? Or was Reba avoiding a legitimate conversation? Let us know your verdict in the comments below. This is a debate with no easy answers, and we want to hear from you. If you were captivated by this real-time television drama, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. We break down the biggest moments in entertainment, and you won't want to miss what we cover next.